Hi guys. I want to tell you a little bit about Myanmar, formerly known as Burma. Because of its isolation, it has not been introduced a lot to Western culture and influences. It's been kind of frozen in time, which makes it very unique. It has the culture and the people and their habits. It hasn't really changed for a long time, and that makes it very special. But now with increasing in tourism and just influences, things have started to change a little bit, especially in the bigger cities. So to visit Myanmar now would be the ideal time to do it before it changes too much. I do photo tours to Myanmar, and now I'm gonna tell you why you should join me on that tour. Unfortunately, the first thing I need to address is safety. Myanmar has been in the spotlight for a while now, but because of all the wrong reasons. First, let's talk about your safety if you decide to travel to Myanmar. Myanmar is one of the safest countries I have ever been to. I have no problem walking around in the poorest area with camera gear worth thousands of dollars. I even leave my stuff sometimes in the car. And that's something I don't normally do that, except sometimes in Myanmar and in Iceland. And then about the conflicts, there are close to the borders of Myanmar and Bangladesh, where the Rohingya conflict was. We don't even go close to that area, and any other unsafe area anywhere in Myanmar and any other country. We do not go to unsafe areas. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this topic, but there is a video here in the corner where I go into more details about that if you are interested. I heard some people, they decided not to visit Myanmar because of this Rohingya issue. And I believe that's a completely wrong approach. Let me explain. We have the Burmese army, and then we have everyone else. The army holds all power, and all of the considerable natural resources Myanmar has to offer is under the control of the army. The people, they have nothing. The army is ruthless and corrupt, but the people of Myanmar are the kindest and nicest people I have ever met. Because of tourism, the people of Myanmar have gotten a better chance, better capable of taking care of themselves. So not going there because of whatever reason people have decided not to go there. These people suffer. The ordinary people suffer. The army, they don't care. They have enough. You see, there is this thing which happens when people visit a country. They meet the local people, they meet people from different backgrounds, they learn, they understand more. And based on that, people can come to their own conclusions. Not just read some conclusions Western media are feeding them. People come back with story, with knowledge. They can shine a light on how things really are at any given place. And if anything, the Burmese army, they don't like that. They do not like the spotlight. So to sum it up, if you visit Myanmar, you are completely safe. And you are not supporting the deeds of a corrupt army. Myanmar is the land of pagodas. With over 500,000 monks, they are very religious, and it's a major part of their daily routines and what you see, the Buddhist religion. In Yangon, they have the most impressive pagoda I have seen, not only in Myanmar, just anywhere. Buddhists come from all over the world to be there. It's kind of their Mecca. Even in the off chance that you are not interested in that kind of stuff, the Shwedagon Pagoda is nothing short of amazing, and you will be amazed. We will take you to all the famous spots on Lake Inle, in Bagan and in Mandalay and more. But we will also take you to places off the grid, places you are unlikely to find on your own. This is a travel photography workshop, which basically means that we are not limited to anything. There's some landscape shooting, but it's mostly people's interests and like cultural related photography, street life, stuff like that. We hire models to set up shoots. We approach people in their everyday life, getting permissions to photograph them while they work or go about their business. And then we have just regular street life shooting, where you just walk around shooting wherever catches your eye. And it is easy to get overwhelmed because there is interesting stuff happening everywhere, in every direction. If you shoot less than like 1,000 frames a day, I'd be very surprised. For me, the absolute highlight of this tour is visiting some of the more remote tribes you'll find in Myanmar. Few people do it because some of them are a bit hard to get to. We do need a special permits, which in some cases are not that easy to obtain, but because of our local people, we always manage just fine. Just imagine this, sitting on a porch in a relaxed and friendly environment, and women from the Kayah tribe are telling you all about their life, they are playing, they're singing for you. We're just spending a little time together, photographing and talking. And not only the Kayah tribe, there are more less known and more remote tribes that we do visit. This experience there is just nothing like it. But the very best thing about this tour is our local guy, Mo. He's very knowledgeable about Myanmar, an amazing photographer. He speaks excellent English, he's patient, he's efficient, he's well connected, which is a huge plus in Myanmar. And being a photographer, he does understand light and what time of day any location is best to visit. A tour is never better than our local connections, and I do not think there is a better man out there than Mo, which probably makes this tour the best you can get, perhaps. There might be some tours as good, but I do not think there's a better one. Yes, it's a big claim, but I'm confident it's true. Another great factor about this photo tour is that it's really modestly priced. Price is lower than many similar tours. How? Well, firstly, we don't use fancy hotels. Having said that, the hotels we do use are great. There's nothing wrong with them. But we just don't spring for any luxury, because luxury we don't need. Those days are long. We get up early, we come back late, we eat and we sleep. That's what we do at those hotels. We do not include food apart from breakfast. That's always included. But food in Myanmar is very cheap, and to include food, we would have to cover our costs, and that's usually done generously, meaning that people are often charged more for food than the food ends up costing. We do select the restaurants, but food is not included. That saves you money and us a little hassle, so the tour is cheaper. There will always be great food and great accommodations. We just do it just to save you money, but we never ever cut corner on experience. The experience is always top notch. I made more videos about Myanmar. You can see them here in the corner. They're pretty extensive. There are a few videos you can see a lot from our tours there. So this tour, it's a 12-day tour. It starts 24th of November and it ends 5th of December. 12 days, 11 nights. It's a small group. It's 8 photographers, and so there's and 2 experienced photo guides that are traveling with you. So you will be taken care of in this tour. It is a spouse-friendly tour, meaning that if you take your spouse with you, they're not going to get bored. I guarantee it. There's a lot to do while you are shooting. The price is $3,990. That includes hotel with breakfast, all transportations, buses, ferry, domestic flights, horse charts, private boats on Lake Inle, model fees, all entrance fees, 2 experienced photo guides, water on buses, photography lessons and assistance on the fields, lecture and assisting when editing. I will show you how I edit my photos. I will not leave you with like a ton of photos you don't know how to edit. So I will at least show you how I do it. All this for $330 a day. In the description, you will find a link to more information on my website and a link to register on the tour. And also there's an email, and you can contact us for more info. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in Myanmar.